Finally, we have the confirmation that we got in January. I did a video on this in January or December. I can't remember. I did it from the road. I did it from abroad. Not abroad. Who am I? I'm Mecha. I'm a harpy. I will yell about things all the time. Doctor Who has been a source of joy. It has been a source of nostalgia. It has been a source of fun. And it has been a source of annoyance and irritation and boredom most recently. With the incarnation, the most recent one, of the Lady Wham and 13th Doctor that is just an embarrassment. As a woman, it's an embarrassment. Could we have done better? Could we have made a fun, amazing... Why couldn't we have River Song? Why couldn't we have just spun off River Song? Or the Doctor's... You have 50 some odd years of lore. You have comics. You have radio shows. I have like 7,000 hours of radio dramas that I can't even get to. But no, we're focused on what's in front of the main screen with the, well, good news. Confirmation that Chibbers is going too. This is what we needed to hear. This is what we needed to hear as fans who want better.
And there was much rejoicing.
Who want better? Now, I will even settle for Moffat era. Oh, I'm one of those. I wasn't even a big fan of the Moffat era. Russell T Davies stuff was great. I like the old stuff. I really like the old stuff, though. It's more fun. It was like this campy kind of... It's nostalgia, isn't it? Now we finally have confirmation that Jodie's going and she's taking Chibbers with her. Chris Chibnall, or Chibnall, which I cannot say because I am not British, is to leave Doctor Who in a trio of specials in 2022, so not soon enough. Not soon enough. Jodie Whittaker and Chris Chibnall are to leave Doctor Who in a trio of specials, culminating in epic blockbuster special to air in autumn of 2022. So we got a whole nother year. That's okay. They're going to bring it back at the end of this year, and it's going to just tank and tank and tank. So here's Lady Bork from Ork in all of her suspender glory. Looking like the embarrassing kindergarten teacher that she is instead of like... See, Doctor Who, for me, Doctor Who should be this kind of dangerous, sexy, sort of interesting. Give me a guy who's like going to say, hey, you want to run off through time and space with me? And you're like, yes. It's supposed to be interesting and fascinating and kind of dangerous and inappropriate in that sort of sense. It's not supposed to be the slog of going along to the playground with mom and granddad and some priests. That's what it feels like. It's like, did we remember our Cheerios? Did we remember everything we need to go to the playground today? That's what it feels like now. It's just not fun anymore. It's just not interesting. Having been in charge of the TARDIS since filming for the 13th Doctor began in 2017, Chris Chibnall, the showrunner, and the 13th Doctor, Jodie Whittaker, the first Lady Wham and Doctor, who was retconned by the other Lady Wham and Doctor, sassy black lady Doctor. They have confirmed that they will be moving on from the most famous police box on Earth and the universe with a 6-part event. So they're going to drag it out as slow as possible. Oh, the best thing about Doctor Who is that Jodie and Chris are leaving. I think this could be a huge opportunity. The bad thing is, as everybody wants to point out in my Twitter thread, they want to actually me. Actually, it's still BBC. It's still part of their little identity politics woke stuff. They still have this agenda. They still have this, rhetoric that they're going to be following. So... here's the thing, if you can play within the rules and give us something good in spite of all your handcuffs and restrictions, great. They can't do that. They hire people who go agenda first, and we get PureFlix level, woke indoctrination, religion, and zealotry and everything. So, it depends on who they're going to have behind the scenes. After taking the helm of the show, Chris Chibnall, I almost said it again, Chibnall, I did say it, made the groundbreaking decision to cast Jodie Whittaker as the first female Lady Wham and female Doctor, making it all about the gender instead of, the Doctor. He also brought in the fam of Tonson Cole, Mandip Gill, and Bradley Walsh. You had too many people in the TARDIS, and then just wandering in and out of the TARDIS all the time. That was the problem with it. It's going to be the same thing next season. Just going to be people coming into the TARDIS, going out of the TARDIS, coming into the TARDIS, going out of the TARDIS.
Coming soon to BBC America, a bunch of assholes and a TARDIS. Watch them going into the TARDIS. Watch them walking out of the TARDIS. Popping in and out of random rooms. Seriously, this is like Bugs Bunny and Elmer Fudd in the Waiter sketch.
Pick up pie. Roger. Your pie, sir.
Do you like action, suspense, and intrigue? Well, too bad. Watch them talk about their feelings. Well, at least there's Captain Jack. Coming to whichever popular streaming service you happen to subscribe to. Or not, who cares?
I mean, am I wrong? Am I wrong? The cast, the acclaimed Sasha Dewan as the latest incarnation of the Master. They were upset by that. They were upset and tried to cancel Jodie for racism, or at least her doctor for it. They said that she wasn't allowed to use the World War II bad guys in a way that exploited their hatred of, well, let's just say people a little darker than myself. And they cried about it. So this is their little diversity and crap backfiring and giving us bullshit, I guess. Groundbreaking decision. Layers and twists in the mythology of the show. Breaking it. They broke it with the childless whatever. They made it so that every doctor that you've spent years memorizing and knowing the dates and the number and, you know, the actor names and which version of the doctor, who their companions were, all of that was irrelevant. All that's pointless. Why bother learning lore and mythology and mythos if they're just gonna throw it out the window and say, oh, that's not the fourth Doctor anymore. Now that's the 477,000th Doctor. Maybe, for all we know. Who cares? That's the issue I have. Not only that, they're telling me that not a single one of the other incarnations of the Doctor were interesting enough in any other form until we got around to William Hartnell. That's why you don't go back in time when you try and fix shit. This is why Doctor Who was always really, really best. I think when we were off on other planets, going and seeing other things, but no, they're gonna be freaking going into its own history. You know, it's supposed to be on Gallifrey and the time reset shit, and it is technically another planet. Fine. I misspoke. Problem I have, though, is that it's still going to be bad because they're still doing their little wokier than thou marketing. Anything else? As the 13th Doctor, yada yada, has stepped aboard the TARDIS and began filming in 2017 as the first woman. She thrilled audience. No, she didn't. No, she didn't. She just posed her way. She just did this. Alright, fine. We can all do weird expressions. That's not an acting ability. Everybody can, like, that's a 3-year-old. 3-year-olds can do that. Jodie and I made a three series and now packed with each other at the start of this in a once in a lifetime blast. So now our shift is done and we're handing back the TARDIS keys. Oh, so now they're saying it was only 3. See, I had heard that initially. And then everybody, like all the little Jodie bots and stuff on Twitter are like, nuh-uh, 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 nuh-uh. And this is the thing. I don't want to hate Jodie Whittaker's Doctor. I don't want to hate the writing of it. Like, I want to like the show. I'm a fan of these things. Like, there's a reason why. I'm not the hugest sci-fi nerd in the world because I don't like Dune, but for crying out loud, there's like a reason. This was a gift, to be perfectly honest. But there's a reason why I stick with these things. It's because you want to like these things. You want to be a fan of them. And when they're doing everything in their power to say, oh, but it's not for you. Or when the Twitterati get a hold of it and get upset and say, oh, you just have a problem with women. Me? I do? Okay. So that's the kind of the issue. That's one of the issues I see with this. And it gets a little old. It gets a little tiresome. So this is just them praising the fact that they're on it. And yeah, we're getting it right from the source, right from the Doctor Who site. Now, hopefully we can get a real, decent, fun, and, you need somebody with a twinkle in their eye. You need somebody who's entertaining. You need somebody who's a little less of a drama sort of actor. You need somebody who's got a spark and, yeah. Anyway, I'm going back to my live chat. I don't think I have anything else to say about the Doctor Who stuff. Don't you go anywhere. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!
It's kind of hard to understand, but I'm a big lesbian.
Wank.